Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved. Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I
feel like a man when you do shit like that to people, Mr. Perry. When you jam up my computer, you break everything. So our police, the Fabian puzzle cops, tell me you jammed up my computer because you don't want me to file anything with court or get my homework done. My grades are a little too high, and you're a failure. You don't have a date. You've had 12 years, not one date. You're rejected. You sit around on your fat lazy ass and peep. You don't have a real love life. Let me tell you something, sir. You're pissing everybody off. So when you guys get told on, I just uploaded into your Dropbox file, 35 screenshots of my emails that represent a recording. Who in law enforcement has those recordings? You need to wake up. You need to understand what people say to you and stop acting like this guy. You feel like a man when you fuck with women and kids. You ruin their lives. Jam up my computer. Take my money. Does that make you feel like a tough guy? Huh? In 12 years, no woman is trying to hold your hand because you act like that. You want to know why? You know why? We want to know you get told on and you can't get a date to save your life. No power. Because you jam out my computer, you take my money, you put people in jail that didn't do a fucking thing to you, and you ruin lives. And everybody hates you for it. You need to understand what's happening. You're in a lot of trouble. I got the Fabian puzzle in jail. Wasn't up to you. The 35 plus emails that I typed up when I'm listening to a police recording wasn't up to you. You feel like a man fucking with girls. You can't pick on men. You got to do that. You got to act like him.
I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalked me. That's why I moved.
Just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you again. I don't ever want to hear your voice, you. Please, God bless you.
That's how everybody sees you. Like all these people that commented on her on her TikTok. You look like that, except you're worse and you're more dangerous and you're caught. Listen to my words, Mr. Perry. You don't get a date, you get caught. It's cause and effect. You never get a date, you get told on. When you jam up my computer and I can't get anything done, can't file court documents, or I can't, I don't have any money, I can't eat. You want me to be homeless or lie for you? And I said, no. Listen, it's enough, dude. I just uploaded 35 screenshots. Those screenshots are what I typed up for recordings of you. Who in law enforcement has those? Who in law enforcement got me the Fabian puzzle? Nobody cares what you think. We want you to shut up and go away. Stop making problems. You're caught again. They know they're going to charge obstruction, not just hacking. I'm not going to explain how that works. You don't need to know until it happens. But everybody hates your guts because you do shit like that. Everything's a problem. Everything's a drama. You're going to have to deal with my time, Mr. Perry. Maybe they don't want taxpayers to pay for my time. Maybe they want you to. Every minute that you take up of my time trying to fix something you broke. You're pathetic. In 12 years, no woman's trying to hold your hand. You're pathetic. You know what happens instead? You get told on. And told on, and told on. You can't take the hint. Maybe people don't like what you're doing, and that's why they're telling on you. We don't have a hard time getting it. Don't ask why. You know why? You pissed everybody off fucking with me. You guys are seeing things you've never seen before, and yet you go right back at it, moth to the flame, and you get burned. And you want to know, who told on us? Nobody understands why you keep doing it. If you really understood what I'm saying right now, you'd shit yourself and leave me alone. We can tell you have no idea what's happening. You can't understand a word I'm saying. I don't know why I do these. Except that the people that matter. It's making a document for a court with people that matter. My intent and your obstruction, your rape, your tampering, your harassment. Get the hell out of my computer. You don't want me to make an A? You can't succeed, so you make everybody else fail. That speaks to what you are. You're not all there. You're like this guy, and everybody hates you, and you don't get that.
Leave me alone! Please!
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
He said it's disgusting. You know why? Everybody thinks it's disgusting. When you force yourself on a woman, it doesn't like you. In over a decade, no woman's trying to hold your hand. You're getting rejected and told on every fucking day. And you can't tell people don't like what you're doing and they hate you for it? Why are you getting told on? And that comes from all kinds of different directions. It's none of your business. But when you do things like jam up computers, that would be why you can't get a date. You can't figure that out by yourself. You can't succeed, so you sit around on your fat, lazy ass trying to figure out how to make me fail. We all know you're caught. You act like nobody knows. Everybody knows. You're stupid, but guess what? The rest of the world isn't. It's like you're trying to walk around, in a dark room and you're blind. And everyone else can see the lights are off and you don't know. It's that bad. You look that bad to everybody else. Please stop it with this bullshit. You're not, you're gonna go to jail. And the more you do, the worse it's gonna be. What are you guys thinking? You sit there and we're seeing things happen we've not seen before. Yeah, that should be a little clue. Maybe you should stop. Dumbass. Leave my stuff alone. Get away from me. I don't like you, Charles. No one does. You're a cruel, horrible man. Nobody wants that. If you wanted a woman, you'd be nice to women. And you guys, feel all tough guy when you pick on girls. Jesus, what a bunch of sissies. My guys call y'all prissy pants. It's that bad. They don't pick on women and kids. In case you missed that. Why do you? Too weak to pick on dudes? Pick on a dude. Pick on guys. Get the hell out of my computer. I'm sorry you can't keep up. Don't make that my problem, because those guys, like I said, you cause a problem for me, they're going to make 20 for you. They always have. Can you not look back on history and kind of see how things have evolved? That you're in a jam up right now because you're stupid. I don't like that. No one does. People hate you for the suffering you've caused, and that's why you're getting told on. You got told on again tonight. With the whole, we can't, I was going to head her off at the mall. Is she not working? Well, she doesn't go to the mall. And she doesn't do Chipotle or Chick-fil-A either, because you guys fucked with her so much over at those restaurants. She won't go anymore. She won't go out at that club anymore, because you fucked with her so much. And you keep wanting her to go back out there, but you fuck with her so much she won't go back. What is wrong with you? Go see a shrink and leave me the fuck alone. Look at this. Look at that. All of those loaded into your Dropbox file, recordings of you that I typed up. Who has the actual recording in law enforcement? Who in law enforcement has the actual recording? When you jam my computers up, when I'm broke, when you cause a problem or drama, when you peep and hack and invade my privacy, that's what happens. You piss everybody off. Normal people don't like that. Normal people don't like that. At your age, if you weren't nutty, you would know that. It's like you're walking around in a dark room and you're blind and everyone else can see it's dark. But you can't. And so everybody else is going, something's wrong in here, something's wrong in here. And you don't have any idea. How you show your mental illness? By the bullshit you do. You feel tough guy, messing up my computer. You can't get a date. You get told on. And yet you do the same thing every day. And you have for a decade. And nobody understands that. You need to shrink. You seriously need to shrink. But I'll tell you what, everybody hates your guts right now. And you need to get that. You need to understand how bad it is for you. Every time you fuck with me. You don't. We've said it. You don't get it. It's very frustrating.
I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
And you're not a tough guy when you pick on girls. You got 40 men after you because you're picking on girls and kids. 40 of them. You're not impressing anybody. You don't have a woman trying to get with you. You're not a chick magnet. You didn't find a great new way to pick up hot girls. You are hated. Everybody's pissed off at you more by the minute. And you've got a machine against you, and I've told you that. Don't ask who told. You don't even care. If you cared, you'd shit yourself and leave me alone. If you knew. You had 6 years access to me in a strip club. And I didn't slip up. That's not my way. That's not how I do things. Now I'm going to tell you for the last fucking time. Get the hell out of my life. Get the hell out of my computer and my phone. You do not have consent to talk to me. I don't want to know what you think. Didn't ask you, did I? I don't care. I'm sick of hearing it. We all are. We all are. You're a menace. When you fuck with me, you guys get caught. When you guys fuck with me, you get caught. And it didn't occur to you there might be a reason for that? We're seeing things happen we've never seen before. Perry, I don't care what you think. Please write that down. She doesn't give a fuck what I think. She doesn't want to hear it. And the more you try to tell me, the more mad we get. The more mad we get. Do you see that? That's on how guys like you hack women. Makes you feel like a tough man, huh? Yeah, but you can't get a date. But you sure do make everybody mad. And then you get told on. And it's the same thing every day. You can't take that as a little clue. Maybe you're doing something people don't like and maybe you should stop. This other one is the same thing. That's what law enforcement is supposed to do, TPD. Not give the police report right over to the offender so the offender can destroy the evidence and obstruct justice. There's like 20 of those. You guys, I mean, you don't get a date pissing women off. You get some sick little thrill out of that. Does it make you feel like a tough guy? Yep, my guys call you prissy pants, so I wouldn't, let that affect you. You're a little, I'm in a hacker and piss her off, and that makes me feel tough. Yep, nope, it's gonna make you go to jail. You see that? The guys that got me that, they're going to put you in jail. They got that to me in jail, and it wasn't up to you. Nor is what they're gonna do to you. You're gonna be stopped every time you're told on all those screenshots I just loaded up into your whatever you call it, your Dropbox. Those are for your records. We've already got them in ours. What law enforcement agency has the actual recordings? See, you don't know, but you pissed them all off, jamming up my computer. They got this to me. Wasn't up to you. You feel tough guy picking on girls? Yeah, the 40 guys that protect women and children from guys like you call you prissy pants. So I just want you to know, you're not tough guy. You're pathetic. You just made a whole bunch of the wrong people mad again. People that can get me that in jail, right up under your nose, and it's not up to you. You were told to leave me the fuck alone since 2014. What does that say? Can you read? Do you understand words? You're making a fool of yourself. You're walking around in a room we can all see as dark as it could be. There's no lights on. But you're blind and you don't know, and you have no idea. Everybody else does. You're making a fool of yourself and you're pissing everybody off. You see that TPD? Date is 1/21/2016. You're not supposed to give that right over to the offender so that they can just, obstruct justice and look on the date of the call, 2/15. I'm already in jail. Dismissed in my favor. You're not supposed to bother me again, remember? That's what your promise. You don't keep your promises, do you? Any of them. So how can anybody trust you, Barry? You see that TPD? I needed a blood test to see if they were trying to kill me. If Mr. Perry didn't give me poison, you know what he would have done? Demanded a blood test to prove that. But see, he did. He did give me poison to try to kill me. And you gave him the police report so he could then obstruct justice. And I suffered the degradation of my evidence. Thanks for that. Thank you for that. I haven't said a whole lot about that until recently. We all appreciate your help. It's lovely of you guys. You're just wonderful. That's what I'm trying to log on to my school because I have a 3.9 GPA and you don't like that. You can't succeed. So you want to sit around and instead of trying something else, try to succeed. Spend your time and energy succeeding. You got to make me fail. You got your little meetings and all you guys sit around and how can we make her fail? Duly noted for the record in your criminal case. You pissed off the judge. So what usually happens is when they go in and ask for some other investigatory order, it's not hard to get. Not hard at all. Because he's looking at what the hell? Who does that? Listen, you're pissing everybody off and you're really pissing me off. I don't want to hear from you. I don't care what you think. You know what I want for you to do? Get the fuck out of my life. Because when you're in jail, when you're gone, there's no more computer jam ups. There's no more hacks. There's no more people I don't even know getting up in my rear end, watching everything I do that they don't have my consent to watch or see or a court order to either. Right? You owe me a lot of money. I won't ever be broke again, having nothing to do with you. So what I want you to do is fuck the hell off. If you had any grasp on reality at all, you'd shit yourself and never contact me again. Clearly you got a problem grasping what's happening, and we're all very frustrated with you. Please leave me the hell alone. I don't like you. You're a monster. You do nothing but make trouble. Everything's a thing. Everything's an ordeal. And then there's losses people have to spend forever trying to get over if they ever can. Life, property, income. That you sat down on your fat, lazy ass and figured out how to fuck with. And then you made everybody mad at you. Okay? You can't figure out that's how that works? You ought to be able to at your age. That's why they think you need to be in the nut house.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them, especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave me alone.
All you want.
I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone. Please leave me alone.
Stepdad's been raping you since
Leave
you were
me
12 years old.
alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes and I'll leave you alone.
Oh, God. It's too damn early for this shit. Leave me alone.
How do you dress like this? What are you a prostitute? I'm serious.
Sir, please leave.
That's okay. I don't care.
Leave
You
me
can tell
alone.
all you want.
I don't want proof of this.
Okay, so we can't have that kind of grade, Mr. Perry. Oh, she's being successful. We can't have that. We've got to make her fail. So I'm going to do, here's this. He didn't want court documents typed up, and he didn't, so he did this. Yep, kind of hard for me to get my homework done when you do that. So we duly noted it for the record. The judge will see it in the morning, okay? And we'll probably get some more wiretap orders or some such signed without any problem at all. When you bother me, you get caught, sir. You can't put that together by now. As many times as that happens, you guys all want to know, how does she know? How did she find out? Because you pissed everybody off fucking with me. Okay? Put it together in your head. And please write this down, Charles Perry. Cynthia Ortiz doesn't give two fucks what I think. Stop trying to tell her what I think. You tell me what you think. You type it in my phone. I don't care. Get out of my phone. I don't care what you think. Get the hell out of my computer. I want for you to shut up and go away. We all do. You got a whole bunch of people wishing to God and praying to God that you'll go away and stop sitting around on your fat, lazy ass making trouble and causing loss and hardship. And the more you do it, you're seeing things happen you've not seen before. You get caught. There's not going to be a date. You made everybody mad. Now, I'm going to do the disclaimer. Use allegedly. Nobody's been found guilty in a court of law yet. Apply the but for Mr. Perry hacking my computer, like right here. I wouldn't be all pissed off and complaining and telling people for the docket. It's for our court, Charles. Your criminal case. This is evidence for that. And so, but for us having to document stalking, like that video says, connect the dots. The police that know what the fuck they're doing don't give the report right over to the person who just tried to kill this person, the victim. And now we have a dead cop. I mean, I totally blame you guys. I totally do, and you know that. I don't have respect for you. I was raised by 4 generations of cops. I know exactly what police are supposed to do. Not what you did. I didn't sue you. I said I'm going to out-cop you. Look what I've done. Look at all the... I just fucking... there's a lot of evidence I collected over the years. Pinto, Mickey James, David Robertson... admitted in a text. You know what people ask me? Why the hell aren't they in jail? Well, my guys have a bigger case, but ask TPD. Ask TPD. When there was an officer that got criticized, I stepped up and I said, yep, I don't think she should have been criticized. I really and truly don't think that. I'm not condoning what she did. I'm not criticizing what she did. Maybe more condoning or at least saying, wait a minute here. You're not in her shoes. I'm dealing with a mentally ill, crazy person every fucking day that does things like jam up my computer because he hacked me. That is illegal, Mr. Perry. Peeping is illegal. It's not a trophy. It is a disgusting thing to do. You type in my computer. I can see you. Oh my God. How creepy and gross are you? That is a disgusting thing to do to a woman. It is rape. You're raping. It isn't power. It's pathetic. You're hiding behind a little computer like a little coward. No woman's trying to get to you. Look at what you're doing. Look at the results you're getting. Told on more than ever in your life, and absolutely no chance of a date. You do stuff like that. Jam shit up and piss everybody off. So, but for that, I wouldn't do these, would I? Apply the reasonable, prudent individual standard. Reasonable, prudent people that, qualify to run for governor act normal. They're busy working. They're not sitting around on their fat, lazy asses causing problems for everybody else, trying to make other people fail because they can't succeed. They can't even keep up. So be a reasonable, prudent individual or shut up about wanting to be in power. You embarrass yourself. You're in a dark room and you're blind, and we can all see it, but you can't. It's embarrassing to me and everybody else. All right? And I assert all constitutional rights that I just have and shouldn't have to assert. And that includes equal protection, TPD, equal protection of the application of violence against women, domestic violence, anti-stalking, anti-hacking, anti-peeping. He's a peeping Tom, can't get a real date. Sits around on his fat, lazy ass, behind his computer, watching women in the privacy of their home against their will, without their consent. It's disgusting. No woman's trying to hold his hand. Can't get a date. It's pathetic. And you're pissed everybody off when you feel tough guy jamming at my computer. Yep, our guys call you prissy pants. Guess what? They can get a date and you can't. They're all happily married or they got girlfriends. And you don't have that. You have a big, you get told on. You get caught and nothing else. Nothing else has happened all these years. Charles, shut up. Once again, I don't want to hear what you have to say. I don't care. You just made me mad. I don't want to hear anything you have to say. Nothing. I don't care. I've said that over and over and over. Will you please shut up? Shut the hell up. There's a whole bunch of us pray every day that we get everything we need so you go to jail and I don't have to live like this anymore. You got a whole bunch of guys stressed out right now at what you're doing to me and pissed off. And one judge that writes an order to get it up in your ass that you pissed off too. I don't think he'll have any problem. When you do shit like that, he gets mad. What is wrong with him? Are y'all about done with this? Don't we need to wrap this up? Yeah, we do. We do. Praying every day you're gone. So we don't have to deal with this kind of stuff anymore. It's over. That's how everybody feels about you. You got a lot of the wrong people really, really mad at you. And you really need to understand that. If you knew who it was, you'd shit yourself. And you would never bother me again. And you act like you don't even... just out... You're like you don't know what the hell's going on. Do you know your name? Can you add and subtract? How many times were you caught before you met me? How many after? I want that number. Do you still know how to add and subtract? Did you forget that too? Listen, people don't like it when you do shit like that, so stop doing it. If it's a crime, people don't like it when you do that. And if you do things people don't like, they're not going to like you. I don't care what you think. I really am sick and tired of hearing it. We all are. We're sick of hearing it. We're sick of dealing with your crap, with your crazy, with your stupid. Leave me the hell alone. Leave me alone. I should have to say that one time, sir. Once. That Fabian puzzle, I told him one time. Fabian made me hope again. Charles is a wannabe butt-in. Makes everybody scared and sad. Just butts in. Wasn't invited. Next thing I know, I'm in jail and I get that puzzle. The word boo is a private joke between a cop and I that nobody knows but me and him. You are excluded. Now, leave me the hell alone. Go be normal. Can you? Do you have power to be normal? You feel tough guy doing shit like this? When you sit around, piss everybody off, and play with your little dolly and your little unicorn watching TV like a little girl. 1-year-old little girl can do that. Your skill set is that. You feel tough guy? Is it getting you a woman? Is it getting you what you want? What is it that you want? We don't even know your goal. Our guys are like, normally we know the goal. We don't know with him. He says he wants a date. He says he wants cooperation. He says he wants, a cover-up. Every day for 6 years, he's done everything to just piss everybody off and get the opposite told on. He never gets the date. He's not doing what women like. If he knows Cynthia hates it, he'll do more of it. That's not how you get a date. That's how you piss everybody off. And he doesn't have a cover-up because he's pissing everybody off and getting told on. So we don't even know what, and yet he does the same thing every day. And those are his results every day. We've got thousands. I think it's 36,000 emails representing 36,000 recordings. Which police have it? Which police have those? We don't forget. We keep them. You forget. You've got Alzheimer's. We don't. So when you create a panacea and let the dust settle, and then we'll try again. Well, now we've got 2 and 3 and 20 on the same subject, all filed away. Sometimes they're used again and again and again to get a wiretap order, at least referenced. Or some sort of investigatory, I'm not in that loop, some sort of investigatory order that they need to catch your ass, and you're gone. And you're provoking them, and you're antagonizing because they love me and they want me to be happy. They're sick and tired of watching you do this. They're about ready to wrap this up. Maybe the nut house first. That seems like where you want to go. Or what do you want to do? What is your goal? Because it's not getting a date or a cover-up. You piss us all off, and then people start talking. Look what he did to her. I can't believe he did that to her. Can't believe he did that to her. We hear that the most. Can't believe they did that to her. Nobody respects you. You're not wanted. You might have guys that are on your payroll that love you. Do they really love you, or do they like your money? Ask them to do it for free. See if they'll still do it. I bet you everything you owe me. They won't. If you ask them to do it for free, they're not going to do it for free. You got to pay for that. This is what you do. Does this make you feel tough guy to do this to women?
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why I leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you. I don't ever want to hear your voice, see you. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why I leave me. Leave me alone. Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. Doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting, dude.
Do you see those texts, TPD? Here's the thing, TPD. I'm raised by 4 generations of cops. I have no problem coming out and saying that cop is a great cop or that cop sucks. They should not really be a cop. It's not for everybody. This is a text admitting to poisoning me. If Mr. Perry hadn't poisoned me, you really think he would have obstructed justice and, you guys can't bag it and tag it? Nope. You want to get the evidence before any degradation has happened at all, and you know that. And so did he. He's on the forensic nurses board something in Lubbock. So he knew. He wanted to make sure there was no test. And the same with Officer Neely. This is Detective 101, guys. Right here, she's got a text that says she's poisoned. She's getting sick. By the way, I bought Whole Foods. I got charcoal. I'm just going to work. I'm just trying to mind my own business, earn a living. I'm not bothering anybody. Guess who shows up at my work? Freaky Jason here. Freaky Jason slasher serial killer guy here trying to kill me. And if he didn't do it, he would have made sure there was a test. There would have been a big old press conference, drama queen. Oh, look, she's falsely accused me. I've tested her and there's nothing in her blood. She lied. See, poor me. Feel sorry for me. Because you're a drama queen like that. Not diva, just drama queen. Just embarrasses the fuck out of me that you act like that. And so he made sure there wasn't a test. He obstructed justice. And so now, it's very bad situation, guys. Because we have this man who's a police officer. Almost dead too. Because you didn't do an obstruction. You could have done it. Should have done it. All of our stuff probably would have been wrapped up a lot sooner. In at least in some places. This is international. This guy likes to sell watch time of women in their house. Rake it in while he starves us and jams up computers and fucks with us. And, shit like that. You feel tough guy when you fuck up my computer. Does that make you prissy pants? I mean, they call you prissy pants. I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings. Act like a man. They do. They pick on dudes, not women and children. They're not weak. They're not cowards sitting behind a computer just messing with people and pissing everybody off. They're dudes. They don't think you're cute. They think you're awful, you're nasty, you're gross, you're pathetic. You don't have power. Power guys are busy working, out being successful. Not having a little meeting. How can we make her fail? Let's jam up her computer so she can't type up court documents or get her homework done. You feel tough guy acting like that? you didn't get a date, and you don't have a cover-up. You got told on again. That's what happens every day. And it has since 2015. McNamara email. That was the first. I'm going to throw her in jail and coerce her to lie. That document right there, and every day since. And I just uploaded like 30. Who in law enforcement has them? Now, I apply my equal protection. I assert my equal protection to the application of Title 18 of the United States Code 1512 and 1513. You are breaking the law. You are being stopped every time you're told on. When we get a recording, is she not working today? I'm going to go to the mall, have somebody order from the mall, and I'll head her off there. Heard ya. Talking to my landlord on the 12th of February 2022. Today is April 12th, 2022. In February, we think we got that lawsuit kicked out. Now I want you to kick her out of our house. We need her back in Texas where we can do more to her. And I've said that and said it over and over and over and over. And you act like you have Alzheimer's and don't know. We don't forget. We remember. We file everything away and sometimes use it again and again and again. If we need an investigatory order. Tulsa Police, this is another piece of evidence. You know what else is? Hold on. Detective 101. You know what that tells me? This is Detective 101. Anybody could see it. In fact, one of my friends that I've been showing him Michael Neely's case, just a few things. Look at his picture. You see anything on him? No. You know who this is? No. He's accused of beating somebody to death. That guy? Yeah. Who is that? Mike Neely. Officer Mike Neely, man for police. Took my police report 6 days before that. Picture was taken right there. So, he goes, let me tell you something. You don't even have to be a police. You don't have to be raised in law enforcement to see something's fucked up right there. Yep, he didn't do it. Couldn't have. He slept through the whole thing. So you're not fooling anybody. You're in a room and the electricity's off. And everyone else is going, God, it's dark in here. You're blind and you can't see it, but we can. And we can see you standing there looking pathetic. This is evidence of first-degree murder. Pre-planned, premeditated murder of a cop. How many police do you think across this country can look at that and go, they did it, not Mike Neely, and now we're mad. We'll help any way we can. You're pathetic. You don't get a date. You get told on. You get told on and nothing more. Which law enforcement agency has those recordings of the 36,000 emails that I typed up while I'm listening to it? While they're playing it for me. I think I need you to let your fucking Verizon contract go. You're already late and you shouldn't be because they took your money and we know that. We record them jamming up your damn phone and your computer. We'll get them on that too. And it may not just be hacking. It may be obstruction. And we're not going to explain how that's going to work. What we're going to tell you is get the hell out and leave me the fuck alone. This is evidence of premeditation. And you got more victims because you're asking about them. You just want to know which ones are talking. You just wanted to know if I knew which one of the 5 of you talked Mike Neely into doing something he really didn't want to do. Because you had a plan. It was to ruin his life. If you want mercy, you start fixing shit. And we still don't have to give it to you. And guess what? It's not even up to me. I can ask for it. They don't have to do it. They don't have to give it to you. TPD, Detective 101, shit right here. This right here says we premeditated this. We just want to know if you know which one of us had the conversation with Officer Neely to coax him out to Pensacola. Like we're trying to coax Cynthia to the club. You know what somebody said, Mr. Perry? All we heard for 6 years is make her stop dancing, then maybe she'll come to her senses and like me. She's around all these men. That's all we heard for 6 years. So she quit dancing for reasons something else altogether. I'll explain that in a minute. Now all we hear is get her back to the club where we can get to her. You know, people are talking. People talk. So, the reason I left the club is because they were getting in my wallet, renting out the whole club. COVID did some, I've explained that. So what if you guys said, pin her down on if it's COVID or Perry? It's both, and you're a dumbass. You figure it out. It is what it is. Facts are facts. My money went somewhere. My guy said it's worth it for you to go to the club if you get evidence like texts from David Robertson and Terry Wagner and Mickey James and Joel. Weird Joel with the unicorns and the, whatever bullshit y'all had him bring in. They haven't bring in a unicorn. Oh, Prissy Pants is here. Okay. Prissy Pants is here. Good to see. A 1-year-old little girl can do what you do. Literally. That's your skill set. Walmart greeter. You're something. Go be successful and stop trying to make me fail. If I'm watching Monica on the pole or my friend Heavenly on the pole, does it make any sense for me to grease down the pole so they fall and break their head? Or just get better at it? Practice. I mean, you're an idiot. You ought to know better at your age than to act the way you act. So this guy is, my guy's like, if you can come out with evidence like that and some money to pay your bills, they can't pay me. Because you're in my bank accounts. It's a need to know. They don't want you to know who they are. And at the end of the day, they're having some serious conversations about making you pay it. Making you pay it. We think that we can make this work, and it's maybe off the beaten path, maybe out of the norm, but maybe people need to start doing something out of the norm and making the criminals pay for what taxpayers would normally pay for. Maybe we cut a check when he's arrested, and then we get some immediate restitution. And I'm not going to tell you how they're thinking about doing that, but it's been talked about for me and Mike, both of us. Because you're taking up a lot of people's time. You're taking a lot of tax dollars. That's not your money to blow through. People are pissed off at you. You don't be an asshole and ruin people's lives and think they're going to love you. Everybody wants you gone. It's not that hard to get help, except from some of these guys on your payroll. We don't know what the deal is with TPD. We don't know. I've said, we've heard rumors that they got money. They put it into evidence. And them, Sepulpa, and Creek County put all the money in the evidence. $25 million. Perry got mad because he didn't get his cover up, so he had it stolen back. And he's got the money. I don't know if that's true or not. It's a rumor. I don't know. We don't care. You know what? We don't care. We're gonna get it done either way. Anyways, you didn't get your cover up, so we don't care. But what happens is is when you start taking tax dollars, it's a whole different thing. That's not your money. Their people, citizens, worked very hard to pay taxes and take care of their families, to pay the cops, to have a roof over their head and a car in their driveway. We expect them to take care of us because we take care of them. When there's a good cop, like the lady who's having to deal with the person with mental illness walling around on the floor in the bathroom for 5 hours, couldn't understand what they were saying to her, about to burn the place down. She laughed off some frustration. Whoop-de-doo. I think she's great. I'm sorry, I think she's great. Whoever gave my police report over to the offender, not so much. It's my choice. I get to have an opinion. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm sorry I hurt your feelings. Guess what? A lot of people have an opinion on all of that. And they're on different sides of it. That's what makes America great. We can all have an opinion. We have the right to say it. It's free speech. You don't have the right to, shut people up that say things you don't like or call you out on your bullshit and finally catch your crimes. You know how many people have told us, we're so glad somebody's finally stopping this. God, what an asshole. What an asshole. He's an awful man. Somebody should have put him in jail a long time ago. Sometimes it takes somebody coming in from the outside. Like Lubbock, when I moved to Lubbock. It takes somebody coming in from the outside to go, yeah, I don't think this is normal, and I think it's going to be stopped. I mean, I don't think this is not okay. But guess what? You're getting more and more of that by the day. More and more of that. So my guys go, they've increased the danger out of that club, they're going to hurt you bad, and you're coming home with $30 because COVID take 75% I had left. 25% the owner said reduction in income, and that was only at one point. As time went on, it got worse. So I don't know. It might even be worse. By the time it was all over with. By the time I left, I knew I couldn't pay my bills at $30 a night. Go sit out there drive all the way out there, sit there for 6 to 12 hours, and go home with $30. Not worth the risk. So you got in my wallet and you got your way. I quit. You win. You win, prissy pants. Listen, you want to be called man, act like a man. You feel tough guy when you jam up my computer and piss me off, cause a problem. Well, it makes us mad, and so you get told on. I was going to go to the mall, pet her off there. Recorded, which law enforcement agency has that recording? And all the rest of them. And the calls to my parents. Don't give her any money. We need her to, lie for us. And so we're going to starve her into it because she won't do it unless we do. Duly noted for the record in your criminal case. You go do you. We still don't know what the fuck your goal is. Because the more you do to me, the more uncovered your cover-up is. The more you do to me, the more you're told on. And you're never fucking getting a date with somebody like me. Not going to happen, weirdo. I don't care what you think. I wish you'd shut up. Understand what people say to you. And if you can't, get some help. We're tired of dealing with it.
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey, men. Leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumbass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her. And you need to leave her alone. And this is Bacon.